And good morning. Welcome to Dad'll Do It podcast. And here's another little segment for us on the install of our new giant size window in the shed, which is going to be the gym, temporary gym, but it's going to be a gym where athletes can come in and get their workouts done. So the property's coming along nicely. It's a whole lot of small, tiny planning. So this window install, it's a very new project for me. I've never installed a window before, but done quite a bit of research. Got a good sense of what I wanted to do. The frame out was relatively um, uneventful. In our prior video post, you saw me frame the window out. Got a good sense of all the pieces that it requires to do that. So now we're going to be doing the actual install. Um, and again, I definitely take my time in regards to what next steps I'm going to take and with the install, all of the things that's necessary. Um, right here is I kind of have everything in place for the window itself. Now it's going to be about cutting that wall out. So I want to make sure that the framing is level. You'll see me grab this level quite a bit. I just wanted to really make sure that it was exactly what I needed. Um, because I didn't have a second chance to really reframe this. I didn't know what would happen if the framing was off. So I just wanted to make sure it was exactly what I was looking for in regards to the measurements, the gap issue, which that's going to come up later. I'll show you what that's about. But making sure there's still a little bit of a gap for the shims and the spray foam to insulate. Um, but I was definitely happy with it. Cutting out the wall was a little bit more tricky than I anticipated uh, because having the right saw, having the right equipment is so important, and they have not cleared us for the electric yet, which we have electric on the property. Um, it's going to be nice. I'm going to put up a segment on how I'm going to get the electric to the shed because I believe it's about 280 feet away, give or take, and that's just on an angle. So I'm going to have to go straight, make a nice 90-degree turn, and then bring it all the way up to the building. I'm looking forward to doing that. But because I don't have power at the shed, everything has to be battery operated, and I didn't have all the tools. So I was kind of purchasing some as we went along. Here's a little girl. She is a handful. When I tell you an athletic dog, man, she's so much fun. Almost too much fun. But we'll get back to that her training later because she's been hunting everything out there, and I found out we have porcupines. So she's always super affectionate. She wants to snuggle a lot, but boy, she can do a number on some animals. So as you can see, I'm going outside, inside to try to figure out how to cut this wall out with the equipment that I have. So don't even ask me why am I still leveling. I have no idea. So I'm still trying to figure it all out. I spent a lot of time kind of just staring at it like, what the hell is this? And so here comes the first cut. Nope, what am I doing? Um, I'm realizing as I go along, I'm really learning as I go for real. It was so much fun. It's so frustrating at the exact same time. Uh, I was just really just trying to figure it all out. So in hindsight, I can laugh about it because it's all finished now. But right here, I used my drill to just drill some holes, some like pilot holes, to get a fit for where the saw has to go. Here's Snacks. Her name is Snacks, yes, because she's always wanting snacks. But now I'm starting to cut. As you can see, got my saws all super powerful, just cutting straight down. Um, it's really it wasn't eventful to a degree, but cutting straight and cutting along the sides of that, um, the framing is harder than I thought it was going to be to get it close. So I just kind of cut them just to open it all up. As you can see, the side panel just fall right off. It's pretty cool. And opening up, the light was really refreshing. It changed the whole dynamics of the entire shed. So, and you can see, yes, that the roof is metal, so I'm so happy about that. Hey, Snacks, how you doing, girly? That's my girl. always wants to be around. So now I'm just trying to figure out how do I get that bottom piece, fit the window again to make sure, I framed it out correctly. As you can see, it fit. I was happy, yada, yada, yada. I'm still trying to figure out how to put the base on and attach it. I'm telling you, this is some learning experience. But I do realize what builders, carpenters, and people who construct things, everything is not always exactly the same. There's not really one way to do things. You have to make adjustments based on your specific build because everything doesn't fit exactly the way you want it to. So again, I'm checking the levelness, and I must say I'm very happy it was dead on. But I'm not sure what I'm marking right now. Oh, I think I was looking to figure out if I have to put shims in. Um, so finishing out the cut was very, very tricky. I used sawzalls. I got a regular saw. I used my circular saw a little bit. Um, I ended up getting a multi-tool. I mean, I used so many different tools just to figure out how to get close enough to the framing to make it correct. So as you see, I have the bottom, the sill for the window. I was able to take that out because I wasn't even sure how I was going to attach that quite yet. And it's tricky because usually you have a little bit more to work with in regards to attaching. So you see, I grabbed the sawzall, went outside, tried to figure out what to do with that. That wasn't working. I'm not even sure what I'm doing. Oh, I think I'm using a drill again to drive some pilot holes just for a spot for the sawzall blade to fit. And I think I cut up, but I'm not even sure. It was just very, very tricky because the panels for the wall, they would shake and vibrate. I guess I should have brought my clamps or my vices, but I didn't think about it because I just didn't think about it. I didn't know, and my house is 9.5 minutes away. But I got that one off. That was pretty cool. I think I drew a line and I snapped a line and that worked out well. Then I put that down. It wasn't perfect, but I was happy with what I did. I was definitely happy. And at this point, I had to figure out how I was going to attach everything pretty much to itself. So as again, hey baby, my daughter just came in. As again, um, again, I am just trying to figure out how to attach all of this together. Um, Austin just walked into the gym with me, and she's just doing some climbing. We'll do some live shows, and you'll get to see kind of what she does. It's a whole lot of fun. She's always running around and working out and lifting, kind of like the dogs too. So here, um, I'm doing some measuring. I'm trying to figure out exactly how I want to attach this sill to the plates, the wall plates. Um, and I actually did a fairly decent job with getting a sense of that. I'm doing some hammering some nails because the nail I'm gonna have is a brad nailer, but I'm gonna get a framing nailer at some point in the next few weeks to just help me out with strength and the ease of getting these nails in. But it definitely was not very difficult. It was just me figuring out and problem solving as I went along. So I'm just nailing in quite a few things here. I was pretty happy with it, but I still knew I needed a lot more strength, which I end up getting, just fortifying quite a bit. I think I'm using 2.5 inch or 3 inch nails. I can give you an update later, probably in a link. So there's quite a few nails that had to go into the jambs. You have to kind of drive everything into those solidly. I was definitely happy with the strength of it. I actually, if you notice, I kind of leaned on it on purpose to see if it felt like it would rock or lean at all. It did not when I pushed up. Hey, Snacks, she's back, and she's just kind of hanging out. I keep a bunch of treats in my pocket whenever I'm out because I always have a dog with me. So she's kind of surveying the land. It's going to be a lot of fun to see them all over at the new place. So right now, I'm still probably just trying to figure some things out. Probably checking messages, sending back messages, texts, and emails. So again, I'm just getting all the nails in, strengthening up the sill, Angles are tricky, but I enjoyed kind of doing all of this problem solving. Again, I'm just kicking and leaning on things to see what the strength is about. So it's pretty cool. So again, as you can see at the top now, the top, I still didn't cut out the entire framing of the top. I was still trying to figure out exactly how I was going to do that. I wasn't positive, but it was working itself out. So here, I think I called it a day here, and I'm just putting up some braces to keep the window safe. That's kind of heavy, huh, baby? Again, I'm in the gym. Austin is in here working out with me. So I think I called it a day because I give myself a little bit of time. Those are some of the neighbors who would come by that they walk their dog on a property, um, and Snacks is outside hanging out. So I just created a a brace for the window because I'm going to sit the window in. I'm gonna have it just so it doesn't fall in or out of the out of the it's a little heavy out of its space while I finish figuring it out. So that was relatively uneventful, but I know I'm calling it a day. I only spend a little bit of time. I don't do enough where I feel like I'm frustrated because again, I'm not a carpenter, so I don't really always have the perfect idea of what I'm going to get done. I just figure out what to do as I go along. That's it, Austin. Okay, are you gonna get some small ones? That's fine. So I think here it is. I sit the window in, which I actually like the fact that I didn't do it all in one day because it gave me an opportunity to continuously do more research on how I want to get it done, how I want to get it finished. Because I still have to do, insulation um, and the framing. I have to get the framing done. So, if I don't do it all in one day, what's nice is I can spend some extra time just trying to get my ideas in order, jot down some notes. So making sure that the window does. I think I do a little dance. I'm just kind of listening to music, having fun. So it's just nice because again, it gives me some time to create a game plan and get my ideas in order. Um, and this is just so the window doesn't fall inside of the building. Um, and it was important because over the last few days, the next few days, it rained quite a bit, and it was nice because I didn't even have the window insulated and spray foamed. So this is what it looks like. It's not finished, but this is what it looks like from a distance. So I'm definitely happy. And we had to take a little break because the little boss lady, she had a dentist appointment.
You like berries?
She had a good time, just a cleaning, and put that down. Push it down and leave it back. Push it down and leave it back. Um, and she had a good time there. So what are you looking for? Oh, okay. Um, so I'm back over. I am back over at this building, having a little bit better idea of what I want to do, the game plan for attaching the window. So I'm now getting a sense of how to screw the window, attach the window to the jambs. So the window opens up nicely and easily. Bottom folds in, top folds in. So I kind of had to take out some stripping, pull out some screws, screw them inside, attach to the jamb, make sure it's still level. You'll see me grab a level a few times just to make sure, because once you use the screws and it starts to tighten, then there's a chance that it will definitely become unlevel. So I had to kind of keep the window, push the window up and down and make sure it's level. Still figuring out game plan wise, like what to do with the shims, and then the insulation will be following. So this didn't really take me very long. I might have spent 45 minutes, but what I did realize was that, once I got it tight, it was a little bit tricky to get the window to close correctly. So I spent a good probably 10 minutes a good at least 10 minutes on getting that correct. But I think I know what to do now to correct it. Once I adjusted it with the shims, I was able to close it and also lock it. So you see here, I keep leaning on it. It looked to be level. You can probably see one of the pups in the background outside too. It appeared to be level, so I was okay with that, but it just did not, it wouldn't close correctly. And it just took me some time to really figure that out. Again, you can see me using the level. It was all level, but the engineering of a window, I didn't understand why it wouldn't close and it would not lock correctly. So it took me some time. I'm probably checking my music. Those, it looks like a quick, hey, that's not the song I like. So what I did realize was that there was some stripping or weather stripping. It's not weather stripping, I guess, because it's inside the window. But I ended up putting those back in. It's kind of where the cover is for those screws at the top. Believe it or not, once those covers went in, the window moved for better, and I was able to lock it. So I'm not, again, positive on how this engineering stuff works, but it definitely worked out nicely. And once I got that stripping in, I had to use the T-square to kind of drive the stripping in. Once I got that in, the window closed nicely, and I was able to lock it. So I was definitely happy with that, and I actually forgot to put those in. So it was not by design that, hey, you know, I came up with a great idea and it worked. I forgot to put them in, and once I realized they were on the floor, I put them in, and it actually solved my problem. So if you see now, pretty much just lean into it now, tight, and both sides lock. It's important because I'm not out there, you know, every day. I go probably every 2 days or so. So that's it with the install of the window. I'll shoot you guys another short video. You can see that was super level. I'm super happy. We'll do a short video once it's all sealed up and trimmed up. Otherwise, we're gone. Take care.